Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the More Minute. In my last episode, I covered this powerful open source hybrid next generation data lakehouse called Watson Data. And in this episode, I want to dive a little bit deeper to show you the real power of this tool and how it really allows for an open, flexible data fabric for enterprises as they create and bring more and more data online to be AI ready. So I want to go through both the architecture and then I'm going to take you back into the tool and kind of walk you through what this looks like in real time with an example. So I'll share my screen and so to walk through some of this architecture, we can see here that we have the infrastructure layer. So this can really be any infrastructure of your choice, IBM Cloud, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, wherever your data resides, including on-prem. So things like the ZOS mainframe and Netezza boxes, et cetera. Then wherever that storage is, Data is compatible with really all S3 compatible storage offerings. And so you can see here the Google Cloud Storage, Amazon S3, as well as the IBM Cloud and many others. And then we have the governance and metadata layer, which is all about ensuring that governance, really the enterprise requirements that so many large customers have, as well as those in highly regulated industries, have to have around their data that's critical. This is also includes the Watson Knowledge Catalog, which allows you to mask data and really have the next level, kind of a deeper layer of security solutions around who can see what in your data, which is critical. And then finally, I think where the magic really happens is here at the data format level. And Watson Data leverages this iceberg format that really is vendor agnostic and allows you to then go in and access multiple different types of data all through this data format level using the iceberg. And then you can bring in any query engine that you would like, be that Presto, which comes inherently with any purchase of Data, but it also integrates seamlessly with Spark, DB2, Netezza, Snowflake, Teradata, which is on this slide, as well as BigQuery, lots of different query engines that you can bring in. And so I want to break this down a little bit deeper in a similar slide where here you can see we have the infrastructure layer, the storage layers, and then we have these different data formats here. As you can see things like Parquet, Avro, JSON, Delta Lake, et cetera. These are different data formats that your data can be in. But with What's Next Data, you're able to access Parquet and Avro and JSON data formats and then leverage that in the system and then pull really any query engine that you would like to go down and access that data. And so this is what I want to show you in this demo that I've created. I'll cut over to that so you can really see this in action with specifically, I'm going to be using JSON and Avro data formats and show you how you can take those formats wherever they live and then bring them into Data. So I'm very excited for you to see that. I'll take you over there now. You'll remember I added a component and you were able to see that you can add data through the Data console, but you can also add data through S3 compatible object storage, which in this case we're using MinIO. And so rather than using an external S3 object store, which is certainly possible with Data, you can add that storage via the MinIO object store. And I really want to highlight here the different storage types because I know you have several different data lakes and data warehouses. And so ensuring that What's Next Data can really handle and ingest multiple different storage types. So if we look here in the MinIO console, you can see I've already uploaded several around Hive, Iceberg, Milvus, etc. If we click into our Iceberg, I created a new schema, which is users, and created 2 users as an example. And I wanted to show you here how the data itself is actually in the Parquet format, and then the metadata is originally in the JSON or even .avro formats here. And so I want to show you now within watsonx.data how this has been ingested and what the data looks like now and how this can really be leveraged in the .data format. So we'll go over to our data manager tab. We'll look down into the iceberg and we'll actually go to the new formula. You can see that same user subfolder here. You can understand the columns, specifically the names, the data types, etc. You can see all the times that this data has been queried or changed in any way. You can see the two examples of that data as well as the DDL of how that data was created.